help your brain and your mind to focus on something that serves you. Kia ora, this is Katrin speaking from Inspire New Beginnings and 2 Points, 1 Smile. I would like to talk to you today about changing perspectives and why that is one of the most powerful ways of living a life that you would love to live. The last couple of videos were, the first one was about setting an intention for 2026, and then the last one I practiced with you with 2-pointing, how we can prevent blockages from actually even happening, the ones that can be prevented, or then how we integrate that intention into all our energy fields in our physical, emotional, spiritual and mental bodies. So we've done that now. Let's say, a week has passed or two, and as it is very often with the beginning of the year, you have all these good intentions or setting goals, and then latest a couple of weeks later we fall off the wagon, and often what then happens is that we stop altogether whatever we start, thinking, well, I stopped now so I can't start again, or it won't make any sense to start again. No, that's not the case. I'm digressing a little bit, but let's get that out of the way first. I always believe you can start any day anew, and we are starting every day anew. And if you have stopped doing something that you intended to do for the next 3 months, for example, or 4 months or 5, and you stopped, then there was a reason you stopped. So avoid being hard on yourself and just have these thoughts again. I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I always procrastinate, and all these lovely negative thought kind of things. Avoid that. Just instead maybe say, my body needed a rest and tomorrow I start again. Or on that day say, if I have always done my yoga in the mornings at 6 and today I didn't do it at 6 o'clock and it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, instead of feeling guilty about it, then just say, I'm doing just 5 minutes right now, or I am starting tomorrow again because today life got in the way or I needed a break. Yes, there is obviously a benefit to being consistent, but rather be consistent in your approach, that having stopped something for a day or two doesn't mean that you have to stop it altogether. It's just meant, yes, for whatever reason you have stopped, and then you start again. If we do this with little things to practice, our body, our mind will get used to us actually continuing, even if we, let's say, stumbled or fell down or stopped. We know we will just start again. What I wanted to talk about though was changing perspective, and I give you a really nice example of the last few years I had with the job that I'm currently doing, working also as a tour guide in New Zealand and also in Canada. As you can imagine, there are sometimes people coming onto your tour that are triggering certain aspects of your still or my still unhealed or unresolved or suppressed, whatever you call it, or our blockages. And over the time I came to the conclusion that it had to do with the German mentality, and that I caught myself when I was talking to other people about my job. I was always saying, oh, this job is, on the one hand side, it's magnificent. I see these beautiful places and see wonderful animals and locations and meet interesting people while I'm there. But on the other hand, so that was how I phrased it most of the time. And then I realized all I just have to do is change my perspective. And how can I help now my brain and also my mind to focus on the stuff that I really find amazing about this job, because I love traveling and I love Canada and I love New Zealand. And some of the places I get to visit on a regular basis are absolutely stunning and beautiful, and the encounters with wildlife is something that always touches my heart, and the connections with the trees and the sea and the sea lions, whatever it is, it's just amazing. So all I have to do, or I started doing then, is focus only on that. Yes, I am focusing on doing a good job, but I choose to consciously focus on the stuff that I find amazing and beautiful, and there are many aspects of this. And when I now talk to other people about this job, I avoid saying anything about the mindset of some of the German customers that are on tour, and avoid even talking about it, because what that would do, as you know, is just activating something that is still somewhere unresolved or as a block within my body. I can then, when I feel like it, do some two-pointing around those aspects, because as we always know, if somebody is triggering you, so to speak, it has it's never about them. It's always just more about what is still within me that wants to be released and that wants to be transformed. And then you just do a two-pointing session on that. And after that, again, focus on the positives of any job that you're having. You can apply that to your own job too, because I'm fairly certain anybody who has a work or a job and is constantly working with people will have similar experiences. So over time, I noticed then, which is what I teach, what you send out, you receive back. So it doesn't mean that I won't attract or receive sometimes customers again who might be a little bit challenging, but it doesn't affect me anymore. Not on an emotional level, not on a mental level. They're just people, and I can see everybody has a story, everybody has stuff they are dealing with. I focus on the beautiful things that we all together experience. I focus on my personal joy when I'm in nature, and focus on the ones that are appreciating that and are receptive to this. And all of a sudden, because the focus is on that, what's the other phrase again? It's out of my mind now, it's hopefully coming soon. But what we focus on expands. So then the joy, the beauty, the appreciation from everybody, that part is expanding, and the other aspect is getting less and less and less and just falls off the wagon. Yeah, I just thought, now I have given you two things to think about, but I found for me that makes my job really wonderful and beautiful, because it is. And it helps me to do both kind of works that I'm doing currently, or 3 jobs actually, at the same time, because I choose consciously to focus on what feels good, what is good about it. And the more we do this, the more your brain and your mind are, because there is a clear, that's where you want to go, energetic wise. And then it will provide you, if you remember my lovely little model about the subconscious and the conscious mind, it will provide you with more proof that what you believe or what you're now putting out there focus on is true, and that means more beautiful experiences, more appreciation from everybody about the places that you are, more joy for yourself too. Have a play with that. Changing perspective can change so much more than just your day or your week. It can change your life in all aspects of your life, not just work, also health, relationships in particular. Maybe I talk about that in another video. But yeah, any questions for this or any comments, please comment below. If you like this, subscribe to my channel, and I wish you a wonderful, amazing focus on what it is that you enjoy about your work today, and tomorrow and the next day, and see you next time. Bye for now.